Well, it does all start with Kobe Bryant, and Kobe's had some monster games with the New York Knicks. So here we go. Last five of the Garden for Kobe. He has averaged 35. Bob Delaney, Mark Hyatt, and David Jones are three officials. Pau Gasol controls it.
And that's going to be their style to start the game. It's whoever Powell is guarding, take him off the dribble.
Kobe, I mentioned the success he has had over the last five, and shooting in the last five at better than 50% for the field and 48% while averaging 35. Kobe beyond the arc. 2 for 2. Lakers by 4, 6-2. But Kobe gets pumped up every time he comes here. It means Kobe's got a mismatch. Wants to get back to Lamar. Instead, he'll go himself. Not a bad idea. He's 3 for 3, and the Lakers lead by 4 once again.
What a stage to do your thing, especially when you're as talented as he is to begin with.
Slipped over to Pound. Boy, it's almost like he lost it, but still got it off the glass, high off the window.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him on Kobe before this is over.
Step back. Couple of free throws for Kobe. Kobe looking for Pound to dive. With David Lee coming out. And a break. It looked like a turnover, but a save. Kobe gets it right back, and Kobe beats Richardson. What a display early, 14-11. He pumped up a little bit for being here. Just a little. Kobe freed up. Man, target practice for him when nobody's in his grill. 16-11, Lakers by 5, 13 of the 16 belonging to Kobe.
He's got 13 of the Lakers, 18.
Now David Lee tracking Kobe because of the space. Kobe burns him. Lee was worried he was going to try to go around him. Kobe's got 18 on the length of Wilson Chandler up against Kobe. And Kobe
what about
right off the bench. Makes no difference.
What about that length?
So Kobe's got 21 on 7 of 11. Kobe over Chandler after the crossover. Inside the arc. I don't care. It's looked good, didn't it? 45-39 Lakers by half dozen.
I'll tell you something. He's got this crowd buzzing, boy.
Kobe now on the switch by David Lee. Stops on a dime. Kobe puts the Lakers back up by 5 at 47-42. Just set a pick for him, will you guys? David Lee losing the handle. Trevor Ariza coming away with it. Lakers have numbers. He's got Kobe on the wing, and Kobe flying home. Two-hander by 7. 27 for 24.
But they're getting their money's worth. The crowd is cheering for Kobe in a big way. I thought we were on the... Didn't you say we were playing a road game?
Is it a road? I think it's a neutral site now.
I don't know. Spike Lee says, I don't know if I like this. I've seen this happen before. Kobe's dedicated, too. He's dedicated to doing one thing. Really making sure you have no chance of winning. When he's on the floor, you talk about a guy with an absolute killer instinct. The Mamba. Strike him again. Splash. I mean, he's been doing it in so many ways against so many players for so many years.
Well, he came in 99 seconds ago. He's got 9 points in that span. 27 for the game on 10 of 14. Jumping in for Lamar, and Lamar throws it down. Lakers by 7 again, 51-44. As Kobe, the facilitator that time with a quick double.
And that's what's going to happen. They spend so much attention on him now. Somebody's going to be free, and he found it.
Kobe beats Chandler on his way down. Another 29 for Kobe. And he was just about on the ground when he put it up. Gasol switched off nicely. Kobe leaks out. Showtime. Lakers by a dozen. Their biggest lead at 59-47.
Kobe with 31.
Kobe sees a crease. He's tripped up. And he'll go to the line. Curls it home.
Put on a show, number 24. Gets the bump, the concentration on the target, the and one. And the crowd starts again. Their MVP chant.
At the Garden.
At the Garden.
Knicks fans starting to come alive. You can hear the boos in the background for the people that started the MVP mismatch inside. Richardson had a seal. He'll finally get it, and it'll be blocked from behind by Kobe. Right on top of the basketball. Kobe on a fall away. The floater. Off balance. Kobe, little up fake on David Lee. The fall away, it's his. We've seen that a few million times. 75-67. Kobe's got 38. Luke finds Kobe, and at 40 once again in the Garden. Nate Robinson back into the game for the Knicks along with Wilson Chandler. Kobe held up on the fly. He wanted to go to Pau Gasol. That's on his way down. That's how good it is for this guy. 42.
I tell you, boy, he can create some shots for himself.
Kobe on his way down. Glasses at home. 91-84. Baylor-esque once again. Kobe's got 46. Going to be Farmar. He's already got one. Give him a couple of triples. Lakers by a dozen. Just like that, 96-84.
Like I said, up and down. Up and down. The roller coaster continues.
It's a game of streaks. Kobe off the bench. 108-94.
There's 48.
48 for Kobe. He's ice cold, isn't he? Kobe taking two on. Man, a couple of free throws coming up.
Look down and say something to Spike. Hey, Spike, here comes the nickel. Whether you get the double nickel, only 6 minutes will tell, but here comes the nickel.
It's 50 and counting.
There's the nickel.
There have been only 5 players that have handed 50 or more against the Knicks since 1968.
Actually 4. Michael did it twice.
Michael did it twice. 4 players. Kobe is the 4th. You saw Rip Hamilton there. LeBron hit for 50. Kobe, though, is going to the line looking for 51 and 52. So the Lakers by 14. And wouldn't it be fitting the way he marks the game at the Garden down as a special moment for him. And it's always been that way for him. He was the one who had the most at the Garden.
Yeah, and he also accepts all those kind of challenges. All-time 50-point games. I mean, they should leave Wilt's name off because that is ridiculous.
52 for Kobe.
They have really made that call one of their specialties.
Kobe got Chandler out of position, and back to the free throw line he goes.
If they take him off before he gets that double nickel, the fans here may rush to court.
53 for Kobe. Most ever. Bernard King could fill it up. Michael Jordan will talk about the 55. Kobe now with 54. Still moving up the leaderboard.
And I want to make sure we get a shot of my boy Spike when he hit that double nickel.
Foul, the 3. He'll go to the free throw line. So he's trying to become the first player to go for better than 55 against the Knicks. That is the standard set by Michael Jordan.
Well, he's been compared to Michael in so many ways, so it's only fitting that I guess he take care of Michael's Madison Square Garden record.
He has been spectacular all night long. Double figures in each quarter. The MVP chant starts, and he is just equal the
Spike,
total of Michael Jordan with 55.
I'm not answering that text, Spike, by the way.
Lakers by 17. The next free throw for Kobe to put it at 56. And he's done it. A new standard has been set at Madison Square Garden by an opposing player against the Knickerbockers. Now, up next, Bernard King, 60.
And I'm telling you, there's 4 minutes left. If he stays on the floor, he's going to get it.
Kobe Bryant with 57 points tonight. Kobe on a spin. What a pivot. Yes! 121-103, 59 for Kobe. What a display! They can't believe it courtside. Neither can we. Here it comes up against Chandler. And he'll go to the free throw line. Held up by Wilson Chandler.
But the story of the night has been number 24, Kobe Bryant. I mean, he has electrified this Madison Square Garden crowd. I mean, they've been on their feet. Every move he's made, every basket he's made, and he's made a lot of those. I mean, difficult shots, easy shots, but more the difficult variety. This one, that is difficult. The one prior to that was difficult. This one here, very difficult. Even Spike had to finally stand up and say, "You kidding me?" Yeah, whatever that piece is you're doing on Kobe, Spike, you better ask him about the game tonight, as he looks to surpass most points in the game at Madison Square Garden by Bernard King. And Bernard King was an absolute killer, boy. I mean, he could flat out score. I think he got 51 night. He had 2 broken thumbs. I'm serious. I am serious.
So now Kobe goes to the line looking for the most points ever at the Garden that opened in 68. He has just equaled the mark of Bernard King with 60. We see him every night, and you just aren't ever amazed anymore by what he does.
You're amazed, but you're not surprised.
Right, and that's the point, that he continues to play at an incredible level. He's got it. Kobe Bryant has now scored more points than any other player at Madison Square Garden with 61. What a magnificent one. Kobe Bryant, a standing ovation at Madison Square Garden from some of the most educated observers of the game.
He even got a high five from PJ. I'm serious. I mean,
yeah, this is a crowd that
Phil recognizes what he did here at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, they appreciate the best. He is at the top.
Kobe, this building opened in February of 1968. Every great player that since then's come through, hold the scoring record in this building. How does it make you feel?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome.
The opponent record was Jordan. He had 55. The record was Bernard King at 60. You just passed them both.
Wow, man. That's I don't know what to say, man. That's awesome. It's a blessing.
What is it about New York? 5 years in a row I've interviewed you after the Knicks game. There is something about this city, something about this building. What is it?
I just enjoy playing here, and I think, on top of the fact that it's an electrifying place, I was a little PO'd because Big Drew went down, and it was something I felt like this was a hump game where we had to have it. We couldn't come out here and play so. We needed to get this game in order to make the rest of the trip a positive one.
I know that you had to pick up some of the slack, as you mentioned, with Andrew. You're not going to get 61 every night, but are you going to score more until he comes back? Is that part of your plan?
Well, I'm going to read the defense. Last year we played without him. That wasn't the plan then, and it's not going to change now. But I'm going to read the defense, and now we have, me scoring is a luxury. It's not a necessity. So if I get going, then, we'll ride that hot hand and keep the momentum going.
The question every Laker fan's asking is, can you guys win, get the best record, win the title if Drew doesn't come back?
Sure we can. We knew we were a great team last year. We believe we'll be a great team this year. But I tell you, man, having that big fella there, it takes us to another level. And we're all optimistic that he's going to be back in the middle, blocking shots, getting double-doubles like he was before. And when he comes back, we'll be ready to go.
Last thing for you, I interviewed Spike Lee during the game. He says that you and him are working on a documentary. You're actually going to go home and do some work now back at the hotel.
I got to go work.
Is he even going to speak to you after what you just did to his Knicks?
That's another thing. I had to make sure I focus because I want to sit next to him, tonight, going over this film and him talking trash and popping off at the mouth about how the Knicks beat us. So
I think you took care of that. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's Kobe Bryant. He holds the scoring record in this building.
Gigi, Nani, Vivi, I'll be home in a little bit. Love you guys.